I gotta say, I don't like this. In tonight's Kings-Oilers game, Alex Edler hit McDavid with a pretty clear knee-on-knee. He steps up, makes contact on McDavid's knee. Thankfully, McDavid wasn't injured, but he did go down in pain and took a while to get off the ice. This game overall has been extremely chippy. Nurse took a penalty on this play. McDavid would end up getting some revenge on Edler later on with a 2-minute cross-check from behind, but what really stuck out to me was Zack Hyman's interview. He seemed absolutely disgusted by Edler here. He points out that Edler does this all the time. In fact, Zack Hyman was injured on a very similar play, and that something needs to change. And you know what? I agree. It would be such a horrible loss to the NHL to lose McDavid. Now, I'm not saying that you bubble wrap the player or that you call plays differently around him, but just generally, knee-on-knees, slew foots, these little plays that can drastically injure a player, they shouldn't be happening. You know, in the 80s and 90s, you'd have an enforcer on your team protecting your star player. Maybe that's what the Oilers need here. And I think back to how even now McDavid has it easier than Crosby did when he entered the league. There's that famous game from Crosby's rookie year where Darian Hatcher hit him with a high stick, knocked some of his chiclets out, and Crosby got no calls. In fact, he ended up getting an unsportsmanlike conduct for complaining to the referees. He would kind of make up for it by being an absolute menace to Philadelphia for the next, well, it's still going on, but I don't know. Edmonton seems a little short on the fourth line bruisers. Do they need a little more of that? Honestly, that's somewhere where Kane, despite being a highly skilled player, would have stepped in and helped out. But to me, the difference between what McDavid has to put up with versus what Crosby or even what Gretzky had to put up with really highlights how the NHL has changed, and maybe for the best. I don't know though. Let me know your thoughts and more down below.